What's up, everybody? It's me, Crosspatch. Welcome back to my Madden 21 Pittsburgh Steelers franchise. This video is going to be a preview of the 2022 Pittsburgh Steelers season. This will be the third season of this franchise. We'll take a look at the new roster, talk about some of our acquisitions through both the draft and free agency, some of the players we lost through free agency, and we'll talk about some of the goals for the upcoming season. So look back at 2021. We finished 15-1, went to the Super Bowl again, played the Saints again. This time we beat them 35-10. So we've outscored the Saints 70-10 in 2 Super Bowls so far. And the goal for next season, I think, has to be get back to the Super Bowl. Anything short of that will be a disappointment, so that is where we are setting our sights. Ben Roethlisberger took away the NFL MVP last season. Smith-Schuster set some records for receiving touchdowns in a season with 34. Total touchdowns, which would also be 34, and receiving yards in a season with 2,544. And while those numbers are impressive, I think they are a bit of a symptom of something a little off in my offense. I think I need to spread the ball around. I think I need to be a little more versatile in my passing game. So those are some goals for the new season as well. And another goal is just get better at playing defense, both in play calling and strategy, but also in controlling my user player, getting him where he needs to be and not missing so many tackles and things like that. So those are just some personal goals I've set for myself as far as playing style going into the next season. We had a little bit of a tough off season. We lost some key players. We had a decent draft, I think, and got a couple of guys through free agency that I think, rookies through free agency, that I think are going to be helpful to us. So we can take a look at the roster here. Kind of leaving this as a surprise, but guess who's back? Ben Roethlisberger, 40 years old. Did not retire. I had to kind of haggle with him to get him to resign. He was a little hesitant, but we made a deal and nobody else wanted to pick him up, so he's back home in Pittsburgh. And again, will this be his final season? Who knows? He's down to 72 overall. I've got a litany of subpar quarterbacks behind him here. I took Brad Core, I believe, in the 5th round of this draft. He looks possibly like he might have some potential. And, of course, Dylan James was my awful backup quarterback last season who saw some action and didn't play too badly. So, maybe some potential in either of those guys. And I picked up Calvin Sharp as a free agent. He's another rookie. So I got 3 young quarterbacks I'm trying to develop behind Ben here. And, Ben had some regression. And he also became a superstar, strangely. So, I've got a couple of superstar abilities on him that will hopefully make up for some of those regressed passing abilities. So I've got inside Deadeye and pocket Deadeye on him here. So hopefully that will help, but I don't know. Will it be his last season? I've been saying it for the past 3 seasons. Who knows? But we've got him, and he's better than these other 3 guys we've got. So he's the man still in Pittsburgh. Nothing changed at halfback here. James Conner is still the starter. He is a superstar X Factor now. Benny Snell's behind him at 79 overall. And Anthony McFarland maybe hasn't progressed as much as I like. He's going to be our 3rd down back still. He plays in those 5 wide sets, and he does a good job at that. He makes a few catches throughout the season. But Connor's our grinder. Connor's our power back. He's going to continue to be the man. Got freight train on him, as you can see there. At fullback, we have Derek Watt back. Does the job. Isn't anything spectacular, but does a good job as a lead blocker. Wide receiver, we've got Smith-Schuster, Johnson, and Claypool still. You can see Smith-Schuster's up to a 99 overall, superstar X Factor. Deontay Johnson's a superstar now, 86 overall. Claypool is another guy I kind of wish I've developed a little better. But I might try to give him a little more attention this season and see if we can get him up to, maybe to to a star, superstar. I guess he's a star now. We'll get him up to superstar if we can. And we've got a rookie here, Rodney McKinney. We lost Washington to free agency, so we've got a rookie in here. And we'll see what we can do with him. Maybe give him a couple of catches a game, see if he can progress to anything. 92 speed, 90 acceleration. I mean, okay, we'll see. We'll see how he does. At tight end, we're going to have a rookie starting here in Clay Peterson. We lost Eric Ebron to free agency. I wasn't willing to spend the money to keep him around. We are about $50 million under the cap right now. But I've got a few big contracts coming up with Minkah Fitzpatrick and some other guys. So I kind of want to leave a lot of wiggle room there and get some guys signed up. This season we're going to have to face the music on some of those guys. Ebron moved along, and we still have Gentry, and we've got another rookie here, Nate McCain. He's going to be seeing some time at fullback, I think, as well. He has some attributes that I think will work well for that position. And our offensive line continues to be a work in progress. Jay McPhee started at left guard last season. We moved him back to left tackle, which was his natural position. He's up to a 75 overall. He is a star of development, I believe. Yep. So he's going to be a good one, I think. It's going to take a couple of seasons. He's still a young guy. Kevin Dotson started at left tackle last season. He's going to be back in a utility role, kind of as a universal backup for all of these guys. And my first round draft pick was Dalton Harris out of Penn State. He's going to be starting at left guard. He's a 75 overall. And he was a center in the draft, but we moved him out. I think he's going to be another good one. Kept Wisniewski around again as sort of a utility lineman. If anybody gets hurt, we can have him fill in. And I kept Pouncey and DeCastro. I was able to re-sign both of them. I think I got 3-year contracts for both of them. So, again, Pouncey's another guy. I don't know how long he's going to be around. DeCastro's a little bit younger, but, still, he's getting up there in age. And at right tackle, we have John Keller. Second year in the league. He did a great job last year as a rookie. And he's another one I think is going to be pretty good as he progresses for the next couple of seasons. On defense, not a lot has changed on the front seven. We still have Stephon Tuitt, Mondu as the backup. And Cam Hayward regressed a little bit, but he's still, a 90 overall. He's still a superstar. And, he's a good pass rusher. I'm happy to have both those guys back. Defensive tackle David Wiggins, his second year, had a good rookie season. I'm going to be using him a little bit in pass rush situations rather than just stopping the run, which is mostly what he played, was that nose tackle position in a 3-4 last season. And we have this young Josh Ortega is a rookie I picked up. I don't know if he'll develop into anything, but we'll see. I mean, he's got some skills that look like they might turn out to be okay. TJ Watt, of course, is back. Justin Ford was a rookie last season who is coming along a little bit and may even, by the end of the season, challenge Alex Highsmith for starting a right outside linebacker position. He's faster. He's got a little bit better physical skills, and we'll see. Middle linebacker, we've got Devin Bush. Continues to be the number one inside linebacker, but we did lose Vince Williams to free agency. So we've got Ulysses Gilbert in here. He's another young guy. Well, I guess not too young. He's 25 at this point. Only 72 overall, but he's got 89 speed, 90 acceleration. If his awareness comes up a little bit, I think he'll be pretty good. He played in the nickel a lot last year. He had an interception in the Super Bowl. I'm pretty excited to have him in there. We'll see how he does. And again, right outside linebacker is Highsmith. Rookie behind him and Jimmy Knott. And I don't know, Jimmy Knott, we'll see what he turns out to be. He doesn't have a lot of impressive attributes there, but we'll see how he does. So at corner, let Steven Nelson go, and I'm not sure if that was a good decision or not. Again, we have some cap space, but I'm kind of trying to keep things under control. So that's going to put Mike Hilton in a starting role, I think, on the outside. 89 speed. He's a good corner, 86 overall. Justin Lane is going to get some playing time. I'm not sure if he's going to be another outside guy or if he's going to be in the slot. Darren Isaac was a rookie last season with some decent speed, had a big interception in the AFC Championship. He, I think, is going to be the starter on the other side from Hilton. And then in the slot, I've got some thinking to do. I don't know if I want Justin Lane in there. And I've got a couple more rookies here I'd really like to develop, especially Goodrich here. 6'2", 196 pounds, 93 speed. He may be a good one. He's 24 years old already, so I don't know. I've also got Barkley here. He's got some decent speed, 93 speed. So yeah, we've got a bunch of corners. I feel like at quarterback and corner, we're kind of flailing here with our draft picks. But hopefully we're going to get this sorted out throughout the season. Hilton's definitely one I'm going to want starting. And then we'll see how the other two positions kind of fall into place. Free safety, still have Fitzpatrick. He's a solid starter. A little bit of an off season last year. He did have some big interceptions in the playoffs. But only 2 interceptions during the regular season, I think, which was a little odd. He had 7 the year before. And then Terrell Edmonds again. He's only an 80 overall, but he's been playing well. He's another one that can get some key interceptions from time to time. And both of these guys, their contracts are up this season. So Fitzpatrick, we want to lock him up for the long term, I think. I think Edmonds too. I mean, I'm kind of going to have to think about that. I did have some thoughts last year about moving Isaac to safety. He's a good tackler. He's a good hitter. He seems to like coming up and making tackles. So that is a possibility too, especially since I have these guys kind of waiting in the wings. Boswell's still around as our kicker. Happy to have him still. I'm not sure when his contract's up, but we're not going to resign him whenever it is. And I talked last year about my dilemma with the punter. I've got this guy here, Scott Montague. I don't know, $1.75 million for a punter. Our punter came out 3 times last season. So I will eventually find a solution to not having to pay this kind of money for a punter. For now, we signed him for a 1-year contract. We'll see how it goes. It's fine for now. We've got the cap space. Eventually, I may have like a backup kicker in there as a punter or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, at wide receiver, Smith-Schuster and Claypool will continue to be the starters. Johnson in the slot. I'm going to have McFarland continuing as our kick returner. And we're going to start with McKinney as a punt returner and see how that goes. Johnson was returning punts last season. I'd rather not have him in there doing that since he's so valuable to the offense. So if McKinney can do a good job at that, that's where we'll leave him. So that's where we stand. This is just a little quick update here for the season to come. We're going to start off in our first game, I believe, against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And guess what? Tom Brady is still in the league. I don't know how old he'd be at this point. I guess he's like 45 or something. But yeah, we'll be facing him in the first game. And that'll probably be Monday. So, yeah, if you're interested in the franchise, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our games. And hit that like button. And whatever I do, whatever you decide to do, I hope you have a great day. And I will see you on opening day.